The
I wrote
conversation
this
is
down earlier. She said she was in a relationship. Then she said she was single. Now she back in a relationship.
no, I didn't say I was single. I said that I'm starting to lose hope because of the fact that every time situations get tough or every time it comes down to something to discuss, I end up getting ghosted. And the reason I said that was because I'm experiencing that. I'm experiencing going through something to where I'm in a conversation and the conversation never got heated. Nobody ever got disrespected. It was just a simple question. And I haven't gotten a response and it's been almost a week. So, like, and this is supposed to be someone that I'm in a relationship with. So it's just that's
What
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
question?
What's the question?
The question was, when do you see this relationship moving a couple steps forward?
Wait a
You
minute.
you asked him that? You hit him
Mhm.
with the what are we? What are we doing?
No, it wasn't more so of what are we doing. It
What
was
are
more.
we?
No, it's not what are we, because I know that we are one. But it was more so of what are your intentions? Like what is it that you intend on? Because I felt
What we doing?
no. Like where do you see us in the future? Like what are you? Let me reiterate because I'm
Rich.
getting tripping around. What I'm trying to say is, where do you see us in
Buying
your
cars.
future? That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. I
What
know
about
we
where
are
do you see
together,
us in the
but where
next
do you
5
see
years?
us? Like said, like yeah, like it was more so because I just felt like I had there were certain things that were said that sparked a little bit of interest and sparked questions, and so I wanted to ask to get clarification, so I didn't assume or I didn't
How,
immediately, like you guys say, get in your emotions, get upset, and overthink
Mm-hmm.
something.
how long y'all been? How long y'all been together?
8
Boyfriend
months.
and girlfriend. 8
8
months.
months. Yeah.
Is it a black guy?
The same
Uh-huh.
thing. That is crazy. But once he ghosted me, we were no longer together.
Are y'all abstaining or y'all getting in there?
We're in long distance.
Oh shit.
No, that didn't answer my question though.
Get
Are y'all
out.
abstaining or y'all getting in?
I'm not getting in with anybody. I haven't had sexual intercourse with anybody. Not a
How
damn
long?
thing. It's been over a year. I was actually
shit.
abstinent.
Why won't y'all accept the fact that she's not adding any value to him?
No, man, bro, because we don't fucking know that.
We do
We
know
don't
that.
No, we don't. We don't know this dude. We don't know what she could be just adding the simple value of a motherfucker. He can talk to her at the end of the night. Like,
Okay, Sweeney. What woman wants a guy that's that hard pressed that he needs a woman who's in a different state to talk to him at night?
She's with
What dude
him.
is hard? I tell women all the time.
You
Long
saying
distance
that, but obviously he has a woman that's willing to talk to him in the middle of the night in long distance. So that's the moot point.
Sweeney, without putting her on trial and really prying into her relationship or her whatever situationship, I've already heard everything I need to hear. The first thing I heard that I sealed the deal for me is the fact that it wasn't the first thing, it was at the end, but long distance relationships. Men do not do well with long distance relationships.
What does that have to do with the first question you asked?
I asked her, the first question I asked her is, what value does she add to these men who ghost her?
You don't know that because it could literally just be he wants somebody to talk to at the end of the night. You don't know what she's adding. It's a long distance relationship.
Sweeney. Is that a typical thing for men?
It doesn't matter.
Listen, it don't matter if it don't matter. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Is that a typical thing for men? And if so, do women typically want those kind of men?
Guess what? It does not matter because it's typical for the person she's with, and she's the one that is with him. So for her particular situation,
at a crossroad. Why would she be if everything was going hunky-dory, she wouldn't be at a crossroad. How you at a crossroad with somebody who's in a different state? If everything is working out, you're adding value to him, he's getting what he needs.
No, you're asking. The reason why I got frustrated is because you asked this whole value question. It's a long fucking business relationship. There really is no value here at all.
Right. So, Sweeney, it's not a relationship. Most likely, it's not a relationship to him, but it is one to her. So she's wrapped up in something that she should not even have engaged. And now it's 8 months in. You think she's invested 8 months in a guy that she doesn't like, forsaking other men
That's
and focus
full
on you?
conversations.
Yeah, you know what?
Like this ain't
I
like
think
she fucking.
you know what. I could think of a couple reasons why he might have a delayed response, even aside from what we talked about. Logistically, that could be a major issue, right? Somebody got to move for it to go to any other level. That's a big decision. I wouldn't give an answer on that right away either, right? Like, you got to think about that. He has to change his life. He might be tethered to a job, a lease, family.
Why he
So,
gotta change his life? He
did
need
you
to change
discuss
her
that
life.
part of it? Did you
Wait,
discuss
wait.
that part of it? Did you say
Wait,
you were
what-
willing to go to
what?
him?
No, she gotta go to him. She can't respect him if he come to her.
You ain't let her answer that.
Ask her that.
I don't
You ain't
have
let her
to
answer.
ask her.
You ain't let her
I
answer.
don't think she has
you
the
said you
answer.
need.
She didn't
you
even
said
answer.
She didn't even answer.
Why
Let her
y'all
answer.
asking her? She don't, Callie, no disrespect to you. I don't mean to say nothing.
Cardi B.
To you. Callie, I'm sorry. Callie is struggling in this department, gentlemen. If she had the answer, she wouldn't be in this situation. Understand?
I asked a simple question. Why won't you let her answer the question? Callie, if you don't mind, would you just answer that? Did you discuss logistics and are you willing to go to where he's at?
I said, hey, like, I don't want to put too much on you, but because we FaceTime all the time. So I was like, hey, like, I don't want to put too much on you, but I really do enjoy talking to you. I'm in a position where I'm going to be moving anyways. So one of the options was moving closer to you. We don't have to live in together. I can get my own place, but that way we can kind of really get to know each other more and really like have more physical. And he said that, he doesn't know because he thinks that might be, he doesn't know if he wants me to go like out there and then because it would be a lot for me to leave everything and stuff like that. So it was a whole thing.
He got a girl.
Leave him.
That
He
sounds
got a
like a
girl.
man that
He
wants
got
to
a
be-
girl.
You may be
At
married.
that point right
Rip
there.
the damn Band-Aid off, gentlemen.
He got a girl.
Damn.
Oh,
I
Y'all
told
here
you.
playing
I told you
games.
the brutal truth,
That's-
Callie.
yeah.
An hour
I'm
ago.
sorry to say that, but at that
Yeah, I
point,
mean, I'm listening to you
willing to go
guys.
to him. You willing to go to him and all of that? Yeah, he might have another situation somewhere else.
Hold on, y'all. I think Vaughn
That's the
might
first-
want to
first
say
thought.
something. Go ahead, Vaughn.
No, I actually agree with that. 8 months long distance, and yeah, I don't agree with that. You need to like cut that off immediately. That's why I say the discernment. If we don't have that, we can get a little delusional, and I don't think I will have what I have with this man.
Hold on, wait. I got a real quick. Callie, what was the first thought that came to your mind when you said, hey, I'm willing to come out there, I'm willing to come, we ain't got to live together, and he gave you that response? What was the first thought that came to your mind?
First thought was like, damn, then what? Why not? Like, and then everything else started flooding in, and then had to ground myself and be like, why am I even overthinking this? The person's telling me clear as day that me going out there is not something of priority. But the reason why I made it a part of this topic was because I wanted to understand your viewpoints and make sure that I wasn't maybe overthinking, or maybe just because I am young, getting in my emotions. I didn't know. So for me, it was more like, all right, well, like, I won't. Like, I mean, I'm not losing sleep over it at the end of the day. I know there's plenty of other people that I could see or whatever, but I don't know. For me, it was more of just like, all right, whatever.
What about your
Ultimately,
roster, though?
hold on, wait.
Callie's not young. Callie,
Ultimately,
you're not young.
I'm not saying like I'm
Ultimately-
young as in I'm immature, or young as in like I'm not young enough to make wise decisions. I'm meaning that I'm don't have enough experience as you men do, as you people on the panel that have been in relationships, have been married, have had, 5-year, 7-year, 8-year relationships. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like I don't, and plus at the same time, I'm getting different perspectives from everyone on this panel. Everyone has a different life, everyone's experienced different things, and I want to just see where your head is at, as I'm like, even though I know where mine is, at the same time, just like get different perspectives. That's all.
You just gotta believe that everything should be simple. That's how you get away from all of the nuance and all of the I don't know this and I don't know this. Just make your life simple. And if a guy if he's not trying to marry you and that's your outcome, then you're just not gonna get married. You just gotta embrace that. You can't be sitting here and saying, "Oh, what if I just wait?" or "What if I reciprocate?" No. If a guy wants to marry you, he gonna marry you. And I think M. White said it the best on his caveat. He may not just not be ready to get married. He's playing the field. There's a such thing as that. There's a such thing as a man seeing a woman who's beautiful and maybe reciprocating. He just don't want to get out the game.
Marriage, we're talking about a motherfucker who live in a completely Cali.
I don't know. For me, it's like I'm not. Listen, I wanted to try something different. You know what I mean? He showed interest in me. I wanted to give it a chance.
Exposed that the location is not even a.
No, it's not an issue for her.
Close the distance.
No, what I'm saying is we're not even. The dude doesn't even want her to come to the same city as him. So marriage is obviously off the table.
How does one?
Well, I said that earlier, but we had to go this far. That's what I'm saying. And then when she exposed that she was willing to close the distance, that's when everybody said, "Okay, yeah, he don't see you as a wife."
We didn't even know there was distance until like 5 minutes before that.
Darwin, don't act like you knew all this before she gave us.
I said this shit before. I said it before.
What did you say?
I said he did not see her as a wife.
No, you
didn't marry her. Nothing to do with it. Whether he see her as a wife or not.
She just went down a laundry list on how she was doing everything. She questioned them. They had communication where he gave her all the things that makes. She said, "Okay, how can I add value to your life? What do you see in a woman?" Those were her words.
That wasn't necessarily to this guy. That was to the guys that she was being ghosted by.